But the way the mind works, if you're not careful and you don't keep yourself level-headed or level-minded while you're doing this, you'll let those 5%, and I'm talking about the 3, 2, and 1-star reviews, you'll let those seep into your head and make you feel like, oh my God, I can't do anything right. Welcome back, YouTube, and thank you for tuning into the Believe in Yourself channel, man. And this series is going to be a good one, man. I think you guys really going to enjoy this. I'm going to read all of my TURO guest reviews, man. So you guys, well, I'm not going to read all of them. I'm going to read all the 4-star, 3-star, 2-star, and 1-star reviews that I've gotten over the past year. It's not that many. Out of all of my trips, 20% of the people on the trips, they do not leave a review. 70% of the people, I get 5-star reviews. So 10% give me between 4 and 1 star. So I'm going to be reading those reviews and telling you my reaction to them, because I probably remember them. They're so far few in between. But I want you guys to understand what you may face when you get into this TURO platform, man. So tune in, man, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace. Welcome back to another episode of Believe in Yourself TV, baby. Believe in Yourself Network. We got another banger for you today, man. We got a review. Another 3-star. The last 3-star was the Versa. This 3-star, once again, the Versa. Like I told you guys, this is probably the most rented vehicle. It is the most, not probably, most rented vehicle on my profile, on my listings. So naturally it gets the most reviews. But yeah, so let's get into it, man. It's a 3-star review for the Versa. It's a pretty long one. So let's get into it. Kev was accommodating and flexible. Kev was very prompt in responding to me all the time. Car is small enough to fit into tight parking spots. Car is large enough to hold large check-in, 2 large check-in bags, and 2 small carry-on bags. Carry-on suitcases, plus a personal item. So the car has good space. $30 per day plus fees seemed very reasonable. Car was very responsive on the road, give it gas, and it just jets. Remember, it's a 3-star, but that's very, very good start so far. Cons. Car is fairly worn out on the inside and out. If you don't mind it looking all scratched on the outside, then it's a good one. On the inside, the steering wheel is extremely worn and the black rubber rubs off on your fingers and as you drive. I wore a white dress and got all my hands dirty. Had to stop by somewhere to wash my hands just before going out. The fuel gauge monitor does not work. It will go from full to empty after 10 miles driven. I had to keep track of the mileage on my own to know approximately where the fuel tank level was at. It goes up and down regardless of how cold the engine is. This was the biggest issue for me. If you can manage this, then this little car is a great one for Miami traveling. Air conditioning wasn't always cold. Not a bad 3-star review, man. Obviously I got the alignment issue fixed. If you watch the past videos, you know that was something that I had a couple of renters complain about. So I got the alignment issue fixed. The steering wheel, after she made the complaint, like, you know, sometimes when you drive a car, you don't really notice something until somebody points it out to you. So I hadn't noticed up until that point that the steering wheel was rubbing off on people's hands and stuff. I guess because for me, I just never really noticed it. So what I did to fix that issue was I went and I got a steering wheel cover. Easy fix. as far as what she's talking about, the AC being not cold all the time, that right there, I don't know if I completely agree with that, because I had another renter after her give me a review saying that the car AC was very cold, but for her it wasn't. So I don't know, like, some people's experiences are different. This is South Florida, so it could have been extremely hot during the time that she was renting the vehicle. And when it's hot, man. You just gotta, if you're not from a warm weather city like Arizona or South Florida or Texas, when it's hot, boy, it take a while for the AC to kick in, man. Even the best ones. So you just gotta give it an opportunity to really work. And of course, the recurring theme that comes with the Versa. You know, people complain about the gas gauge. And like I said, it's something that I'm willing to carry on with the vehicle. Maybe I'm a horrible host, I keep saying that, but that's just something that you really have to, I really take into account. But this is the way I look at it. Like I told you, 70% of my renters, or people that rent my vehicles, I get 5 stars. 20% don't leave any type of review or anything. They don't tell me nothing. So that's 90% of out of all my rentals. 90% out of all the rentals are 5 stars or not reviewed. So then the last 10%, 5 of those last 10% are 4 stars. That's why majority of the videos you guys heard from this prior to this was all 4, 4, 4. So I don't have that many 3, 2, or 1 stars. But the way the mind works, if you're not careful and you don't keep yourself level-headed or level-minded while you're doing this, you'll let those 5%, and I'm talking about the 3, 2, and 1 star reviews, you'll let those seep into your head and make you feel like, oh my God, I can't do anything right. When reality is, it goes back to what I've been repeatedly saying, you cannot please everybody. And my goal is not to please everybody. My goal is to run a business where I can make money. I want to make sure I put out a viable product, a product that is good and works well, that's safe, and that gets people from A to B. I concentrate primarily on, like what she says, my customer service is pristine. I'm very responsive. I let you know everything you need to know about the vehicles and the cars up front. If you need anything during your trip, if you need any questions asked or anything like that, then you're not gonna have to wait hours. I'm gonna respond to you back in minutes. Look, that's what I pride myself on, a responsive and a responsible host. I feel like that in alone is what keeps me in that 90% where either the situation wasn't bad enough to leave a review, or it wasn't good enough to leave a review, but they didn't. Those 20% of people that don't review. And 70% of it give me 5 stars. And then you got another 5% who give me 4 stars, which I feel like 4 stars are good. So that's 95% of my trips are 5 4 stars or non-reviews. 95%. So when it comes to the 3, the 2, the 1s, I don't really stress myself out about it, man. I think my last few reviews is when it's gonna get a little bit more choppy, but I'm expecting those. Because understand this, your reviews, the way TURO ranks your reviews or calculates them, it's over a year span. So if you have been doing TURO for 13 months, the reviews you got that first month on the platform no longer affect your performance rating. It only goes from year to year, and I really think they do it quarter by quarter, because you get your ratings of the all-star host based on your quarterly performances, if that makes sense. It's really something that you really just got to see it to be able to tell. So they'll rate you from a certain time to a certain time. So it's it's a year span that they do the cumulative, but every quarter is when it updates. So for example, January to March is one quarter, right? Then you do April, May, June, July, August, September, and September, October, November, December, whatever, every 3 months, correct. Once you go through the full year, you'll get your rating, boom, whatever you rate at. And you go 12 months. The next time it uploads or updates your ratings will be in April. So after March 31st, they'll recalculate your ratings and they'll go back from March 31st to the previous year, April. So that first 3 months you did, January, February, and March, no longer affect your overall score. It's recalculated to see how you're doing for the entire year. And like I said, at the time of these recordings, that was my ratios that I told you. 70% 5 stars, 5% 4 stars, between 3 and 1 star was 5%, and 20% no ratings. So overall, I think this review wound up really, really well. It was a 3-star. Some things I had to tweak a little bit. Like I said, I bought a what do you call this, steering wheel cover to help with that, so that, you know, I won't have that issue. And with the AC, you know, that's something I think that just depends on the person and preference, and also the time that you're driving. Like right now, South Florida, right now, today, it hasn't been that hot. So your AC is gonna work pristinely. It's gonna seem that way. But then there's other days where it gets into the 90s, feels like 100 outside, and it takes a little while for that AC for you to really feel the effects of it. So gas gauge, you already know what I'm about with that, man. So without that, man, no further ado, man, I'll catch you guys on the next video, man. Thank you guys for tuning in. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, man. And if you want to know any other videos, or you have any other, you know, suggestions for videos that you guys would like to see, because, man, it's a catalog right now. There's a lot of videos back there for you guys to watch, man. So definitely hit me in the comments and let me know what you guys want to see next. Peace. As long as you believe you can't make it, you won't make it. If you believe that you can do it, you will do it.